Maw-shawl chapter 6. My son, if thou be a surety for thy friends, thou shalt engage fast thy hand to a stranger. Legalese, right? Sureties, like if you have a bond, the bond is set, and you have to pay so much of the bond before they let you out, right? Thou art ensnared with the words of thy heart, with thy mouth, and caught with thy own words. Do therefore, my son, what I say, and deliver thyself, because thou art fallen into the hands of thy neighbor. Run about and make haste. Stir up thy friend. Give not sleep to thy eyes, neither let thy eyelids slumber. Deliver thyself as a doe from the hand, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. I had to look that up. The fowler is a hunter of wildlife. Go to the ant, O slugger, lazy, and consider her ways and learn wisdom. All right, so I gotta stop right here. Verse 6. There's something that is disturbing me about them referring to wisdom as her now so much, because how would you say this? I was looking into, all right, so Arthur asked me a question a few weeks back, and I was looking for more answers. He's like, hey, is there a female equivalent to Moloch? Okay. And I was like, yeah, it's a Minerva. So I started looking up, and they're like, oh, it's this goddess of the Carthaginians. Was it Tenta is what they called her, but they give her like the equivalences of her. And yeah, Athena is supposed to be her Greek equivalent, and even Athena and Minerva are one and the same. So there. So I was looking into Minerva stuff again, and like they keep referring to Minerva as this goddess of wisdom over and over again. So I started looking into it. I'm like, okay, well, is Minerva in the Bible somewhere? So that led to a whole thing where, looking into her to see if she was in the Bible led to this whole thing where I come across this thing called, what was it called? Amar. And like, you know how I feel about that whole, or what I think about that whole, whenever they have a god or a goddess over in the East, that I noticed that if their name starts with the letter M-A, there's something with that, they're the villains in all these stories, and here you have Minerva, you have Mary, you have Mars, you have Mario, the male version of Mary, these things. There's other examples, just like one of the villains from Dragon Ball Z. It just goes on, and I understand it's a switch that they brought when they came into the land over there and took over. That's something that they brought with them. And like when you're looking into Buddhism, right? And the Buddhists were chased out of the Indus Valley, right? Then the Greeks took their writings back to Afghanistan, rewrote them, brought them back, and what used to be Hayana Buddhism becomes Mahayana Buddhism, right? And then the chants go from starting with an H to a instead of a So you see that used over there. And so I'm looking at that, and I'm reading about this thing, and it's blasphemous. I mean, this thing, they're trying to give all the works that the Most High did, helping the children of Israel cross over, feeding them in the desert. They list all these things that they're saying, oh no, the Most High didn't do it. He sent this messenger, Amara, and she did all this. She's the messenger of the Most High. The Most High didn't have time for this kind of stuff a lot of times. So, and that led to looking into this, because they give this name of this god from, what was it called? It's supposed to have come from the ocean Ea, I believe it's how you say it, and it's supposed to be one of these Babylonian gods that came out of the water. But the other reference they give is for the Shekinah, and you see them, trying to push that on churches today. That how do they say it? They're saying that if Adam was made in the image of God, and Eve was taken out of Adam's body, that means that Adam was androgynous. He was both male and female, and he was the perfect man because he had both inside of him, and he was in balance with himself, and just like God, because Adam is the image of God. So if God was made with both male and female, then if Adam was made with both male and female, then God must have been made with both male and female parts. And the thing that keeps bothering me is that they keep pushing that this Shekinah thing is supposed to be this goddess of wisdom, that she was supposed to be who is Solomon's talking about when he says, in the beginning, wisdom was with God, and they created the earth. And I'm starting to sour on that. Like I'm starting to sour on this whole, I don't know. Like something about this seems like there's a trick going on, and I won't put it past them, because the Lexwell showed us, if they can hide the Most High's name and give us the definition of His name, then what's the chance they don't hide their God in this word, her? So, all right, let's see. Where was I? Which, although she hath no gird, nor master, nor captain, provideth her meat for herself in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? And when wilt thou rise out of thy sleep? Thou wilt sleep a little, thou wilt slumber a little, thou wilt fold thy hands a little to sleep. And want shall come upon thee as a traveler, and poverty as a man armed. But if thou wilt be diligent, thy harvest shall come as a fountain, and want shall flee far from thee. A man that is an apostate, a man that is an apostate, an unprofitable man, walketh with a perverse mouth. Yeah, they do. You can talk to people that have no faith. They'll say anything, right? They'll believe in anything. And they'll argue with you. And even if you show them facts, references, don't matter. You'll never change. Someone will say never. You can't change their mind. Their opinion, their belief in nothing is stronger than, most people's belief in whatever God or that they're worshiping. He winketh his eyes, presses his feet, speaks with his finger. With a wicked heart he deviseth evil, and at all times he sows discord. To such a one his destruction shall I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. Presently come, and he shall suddenly be destroyed, and shall no longer have any remedy. Six things these are which the Ishi hateth, and the seventh his soul detesteth. Another legally, right? Haughty eyes, So what? Lustful eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth evil plots, feet that are swift to run to mischief, a deceitful witness that uttereth lies. Oh, that's why you swear on the witness stand to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, and him that soweth discord among brethren. Well, there's a lot of these Bible camps, right? Well, not just the Bible camps. I'm not just, but that's what comes to mind right off the bat. A lot of these Bible camps. You know, you got agents in there. The way they had well, you know, Unk and all these other guys that were agents. Just that they there to find the truth or the solutions. They just there to be distractions. Well, now you know she hates you. My son, keep the commandments of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them in thy heart continually, and put them about thy neck. When thou walkest, let them go with thee, and when thou sleepest, let them keep thee, and when thou awakest, talk with them. Because the commandments is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproof of instructions are the way of life. That's a good one. That's a good one. That they may keep thee from the evil woman, and from the flattering tongue of the stranger. And let thy heart covet her beauty. Oh, and let not thy heart covet her beauty. Be not caught with her winks. For the prince, oh, I'm sorry, why am I messing up? For the price of a harlot is scarce one loaf. What does that mean? For the price of a harlot is scarce one loaf. I wonder if that was a measuring system at the time. Because that's what they're talking about, paying for an OF model, right? But the woman caughteth the precious soul of a man. And that's why I started doing these, because I started thinking about this book. When I say these, because I was reading about the soul, and I was thinking that's interesting because you know, in Christianity, it's all about getting your soul over to Christ, right? And you know, and I was just thinking, how do you get it back if you gave it to him? Anyways, so I thought maybe this book would have the answer. Can a man hide fire in his bosom, and his garment not burn? Or can he walk upon hot coals, and his feet not burn? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife shall not be clean when he shall touch her. The fate is not so great when a man hath stolen, for he stealeth to fill his hungry soul. Oh, think about that. And if he be taken, and if he be taken, he shall restore sevenfold, and shall give up all the substances of his house. So it's 31 saying that Is 31 saying to 30, that's the remedy for a man that steals another man's wife? Tell me if I'm wrong. That seems like you're getting off easy. Just give up everything in your house and then make 7 payments. I might be messing that up. 7-fold. It shall restore 7-fold. How do you restore? Like how you can't? How do you restore that trust and that like I don't know, how do you put how can you put value on the trust that you had that was now broken between you and her by the guy that did this? Okay, but he that is an adulterer, for the folly of his heart shall destroy his own soul. See, there you go. He gathereth to himself shame and dishonor, and he in his reproach shall not be blotted out. See, there we go. There we go. This is why the Egyptians were afraid to sleep with a married woman, Abraham's wife and others, right? Right? But the afterlife, because the jealousy and rage of the husband will not spare in the day of revenge, nor shall he yield to any man's prayers, nor will he accept for sanctification ever so many gifts. That's what I was talking about. All right, well, that's Maw-shawl 6.